Tonight you are on calm water under a quiet night sky and everything around you is gentle. A small wooden boat holds you easily, as if it has been waiting for you, as if it knows exactly how tired you are, exactly how much you have carried, exactly how deeply you need rest. The wood beneath you is smooth and cool. The air is soft. The water is dark but peaceful, like silk in the moonlight. Above you, the sky stretches wide and deep, filled with quiet stars, each one shining softly, never rushing, never demanding anything from you. You are safe tonight. You are not alone. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. There is no need to do anything. There is no need to plan the next hour, or the next morning, or the next part of your life. There is no map in your hands. There are no oars to lift. There is no destination you must force. The boat drifts slowly, and that is enough. It is more than enough. The water knows how to hold you. The night knows how to cover you in peace. The sky knows how to be still over you. And Jesus, beside you, knows how to care for every part of your heart without hurry, without pressure, without noise. He is simply here. Take a slow breath in now, very gently, as if you are breathing in the quiet itself. Let the breath come in softly and easily, then let it go slowly, like a sigh you do not need to hold back. Again, breathe in gently and feel the cool night air fill your chest with peace. Then breathe out slowly and imagine the day leaving you with that breath. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw unclench. Let your hands rest. Let your eyes feel heavy if they want to. There is nothing to prove here. There is nothing to achieve here. There is only rest. The boat moves with such a small motion that it feels almost still. It rocks once, softly, then settles. The surface of the water shines with silver light from the moon. It reflects the stars in long, faint lines that tremble and then become smooth again. Somewhere far away, the world continues with its noise and its urgency, but it is very far from you now. Here, there is no crowd. Here, there is no pressure. Here, there is no race to win, no burden to hold tightly, no fear that must be solved this moment. Here, in this boat, on this water, under this sky, you may simply be. Jesus sits beside you as if he has always been there. He does not arrive with suddenness. He does not interrupt the quiet. He is simply present, calm and warm and steady. His presence feels like peace that has taken shape. It feels like kindness without effort. It feels like safety deeper than words. You do not need to turn quickly. You do not need to ask if it is really him. Your heart already knows. The stillness around you seems to breathe with his gentleness. The night itself seems softer because he is near. Jesus is right here with you. You look out over the water, and there is nothing to fear in its darkness. It is not empty, it is restful. It is deep and still and quiet, like the space inside your soul when all the noise finally settles. Each small ripple that touches the boat fades away almost as soon as it appears. Nothing clings, nothing insists. The water receives and releases. It carries and lets go. And as the boat drifts, you begin to feel that your thoughts can do the same. They do not need to stay tangled. They do not need to keep circling. They can rise, drift, and then move gently away. If there is tension in your forehead, let it melt now. If there is heaviness behind your eyes, let it soften. If there is tightness in your chest, let the slow motion of the boat ease it open little by little. If there are worries still gathered in your mind, you do not have to fight them. Just notice them one by one and let them become like leaves resting on the water. Let them float beside the boat. Let them drift behind you. Let them move farther away with each quiet breath. You do not need to carry every thought to the morning. You can leave some here in the hands of God. The moon hangs over the water, pale and kind, not too bright, just enough to bathe the boat in tender light. It shines on the edges of the wooden boards. It brushes over your hands and your knees, and the quiet folds of your clothing. It lights the face of Jesus beside you with the softest glow. He looks at the water, then at you, with eyes that hold no disappointment, no impatience, no demand. There is only understanding there, only mercy, only a love so steady that it asks nothing from your tired heart except this: rest with me. You hear his voice, low and gentle, almost like the motion of the water itself. You are safe tonight, he says. The words do not hurry. They rest in the air. They settle into you slowly, like warmth sinking into cold hands. You are not alone. He does not say this as if he is trying to convince you. He says it as one who knows, as one who has never stepped away, as one who has watched over every moment you have lived, even the moments when you felt unseen. I am here, he says softly, and the night seems to agree. Take another slow breath in. Let it be easy. Let it be enough. Hold nothing tightly. Then breathe out, longer this time, and feel your body growing heavier in the most peaceful way. The boat supports you. The water supports the boat. The love of Jesus supports your soul. You do not need to hold yourself up any longer. You do not need to stay alert for danger. There is no storm here, no crashing wave, no sudden wind, only calm water, only starlight, only the small steady drifting of a boat where Jesus sits beside you and watches over you. Perhaps part of you has been trying to control too much for too long. Perhaps you've been carrying quiet responsibilities, hidden fears, small sharp thoughts that never quite stop. Perhaps you have been bracing yourself, even without knowing it, waiting for what might go wrong, thinking that if you stay tense enough, maybe you can keep everything from falling apart. But here on this water, there is nothing to grip, no wheel to turn, no rope to pull. The boat drifts without your effort. The night goes on without your help, and Jesus does not ask you to control what he is already holding. So little by little, you let go, not all at once, not with force, just softly, the way a child lets a pebble fall from an open hand into the lake, the way a tired bird folds its wings at dusk, the way the body naturally sinks into a bed after a long day. You release one small worry, then another. You release the need to solve everything tonight. You release the need to understand everything tonight. You release the need to stay strong in this moment. Here, strength is not in striving. Strength is in trust. Strength is in resting beside Jesus and letting him be near. The boat drifts farther into the gentle stillness. The shore, if there is one, is nowhere that matters. The world has become distant, soft at the edges, quiet enough to forget. There are only three things that feel real now: the water beneath you, the stars above you, and Jesus beside you. Everything else can wait. Every unanswered question can wait. Every unanswered question can wait. Morning can wait. Tomorrow can wait. This quiet is sacred in its own simple way. It asks nothing from you except surrender. It invites you to be carried. It invites you to breathe. It invites you to rest. Jesus does not fill the silence with many words. He knows that tired hearts do not always need explanations. They do not always need answers laid out clearly. Sometimes they only need a presence that stays, a voice that calms, a nearness that does not disappear. He sits beside you in the small wooden boat, and his peace feels larger than the sky. The more you notice him, the more the inside of you begins to quiet down. Thoughts that were loud grow dimmer. Tight places inside your heart grow looser. Something in you begins to remember what safety feels like. You may imagine the gentle sound of water touching the side of the boat. It is hardly a sound at all, more like a soft whisper, a hush, a rhythm that asks your mind to slow down and follow it. Touch, drift, hush, touch, drift, hush, over and over, without strain, without end. Let your breathing follow that rhythm if you want to. Inhale softly as the boat rises. Exhale slowly as it settles. Inhale peace. Exhale effort. Inhale stillness. Exhale worry. Inhale the calm presence of Jesus. Exhale the weight you were never meant to carry alone. There is something beautiful about not knowing exactly where the boat is going. It is beautiful because for once, you are not in charge of the journey. The drifting itself becomes a kind of prayer, a quiet, wordless trust. The boat does not resist the water. It yields. It rests upon it. It allows itself to be carried. And maybe your soul can do the same tonight. Maybe you can stop resisting for a while. Maybe you can lie back inwardly and let grace hold you. Maybe you can trust that Jesus knows the waters better than you ever could, and that his peace is enough. He turns to you again, and with a softness that reaches deeper than sound, he says, "You can rest now." 4 small words, and yet they seem to open something in you. A door, a window, a place in your heart that has been closed for too long. You can rest now, not when everything is fixed, not when everyone understands you, not when the future is certain. Now, in this boat, in this night, in this unfinished life, in this holy stillness, Jesus does not wait for the perfect moment to offer peace. He offers peace here, in the middle of your human tiredness. If your thoughts begin to wander, that is all right. Let them wander like clouds over a quiet lake. You do not have to chase them. You do not have to examine each one. You do not have to argue with them or straighten them out. Just notice them and let them pass. A thought comes. A thought goes. A memory comes. A memory goes. A concern rises. A concern fades. The water beneath the boat does not cling to a single ripple. It receives it and lets it move on. Your mind can learn from the water tonight. It can soften. It can release. It can become still again. The stars above seem endless, yet they do not overwhelm you. They comfort you. They remind you that you are held inside something vast and gentle. You are not forgotten in this wide world. You are not a small, unnoticed life drifting alone in darkness. You are known. You are seen. You are loved. Every breath you take is witnessed by the one beside you. Every hidden ache in your heart is understood by him before you could ever speak it. Every fear you have carried in silence is already resting in hands strong enough to bear it. Jesus is right here with you. Now let your body relax a little more. Let the muscles around your neck soften. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your arms become heavy and still. Let your hands loosen. Let your chest open to slow, easy breathing. Let your stomach relax. Let your legs rest. Let your feet be still. Feel how supported you are, how gently held. The boat does not demand tension from you. The water does not ask you to stay prepared. The night does not need your effort. And Jesus is not asking you to be anything other than tired and willing to be loved. You might notice how the boat smells faintly of old wood and cool water, simple and earthy and real. You might notice the clean scent of the night air, touched with stillness. You might notice how the moonlight lays itself over the water in a soft path, like a quiet road made only of light. You might notice how the stars seem to tremble in the dark surface, as if heaven itself is leaning close. Everything around you is gentle. Everything around you is slow. Nothing presses in. Nothing startles. Even the silence feels kind. Even the darkness feels watched over. Jesus remains beside you with perfect calm. He is not restless. He is not distracted. He is not far away in thought. His attention is like a steady flame that does not flicker. He is fully here, fully with you. If you wish, you may imagine the warmth of his presence beside your shoulder, close enough to be felt without words, close enough that your heart begins to quiet simply because he is near. He does not need to explain the whole journey. He does not need to tell you every answer. His nearness itself is the answer your soul needs right now. He speaks again after a long, peaceful silence, and his voice is barely above a whisper. Let the water carry you. The words drift into the night, into the boat, into your breathing. Let the water carry you. Let grace carry you. Let love carry you. Let love carry you. Let peace carry you. There have been so many hours when you tried to carry yourself, to carry others, to carry questions too heavy for your heart. But tonight is not for carrying. Tonight is for being carried. Tonight is for being held. Tonight is for surrender so gentle it feels like exhaling after a long, long day. Take another breath in and notice how the air fills you without struggle. Then breathe out, longer and softer, as if the breath itself is releasing hidden weight. Again, breathe in gently. The night enters you like calm. Breathe out slowly. The strain leaves you like mist disappearing over water. You do not need deep, powerful breaths. Small, easy breaths are enough. Soft breathing for a soft night. Gentle breathing for a gentle savior. Let your breath become unhurried. Let it become almost invisible. Let it become part of the boat's rocking, part of the water's hush, part of the quiet companionship of Jesus. Perhaps there are things in your heart that do not even have names. Not exactly sadness, not exactly fear, just heaviness, just tiredness, just a quiet ache from being human in a world that can feel so demanding. You do not need to sort it all out tonight. You do not need to shape it into neat thoughts or prayers. Jesus understands the language of wordless burdens. He understands the sigh before sleep, the silence after tears, the fatigue that sits behind the eyes. He understands what it means to need rest so deeply that only peace can touch it, and we offers that peace now. The boat drifts on. The water remains calm. No wave rises to trouble you. No wind comes to disturb the stillness. It is as if the night itself has agreed to become a cradle of dark water, silver light, and holy quiet. You are rocked not by force, but by tenderness. Each small movement of the boat says the same thing over and over: rest, rest, rest. Not as a command, but as an invitation. Rest from striving, rest from fear, rest from memory, rest from anticipation, rest from all the inner noise that has followed you through the day. Jesus looks out across the water, and you sense in him a calm authority so gentle it does not need to prove itself. Fear cannot stand where he is peaceful. Anxiety cannot rule where he is near. The unknown cannot threaten you in the same way when the one who holds all things is sitting beside you in the boat. You do not need to see far into the darkness to trust him. You do not need to know the shape of tomorrow to rest tonight. It is enough that he is here. It is enough that his peace is real. It is enough that you are with him. Now imagine placing your worries one by one onto the surface of the water, not throwing them, not fighting them, simply placing them there. A worry about tomorrow, a worry about someone you love, a worry you have carried so long it almost feels like part of you. Place it gently on the water and watch it float away from the boat. It drifts farther, becoming small, then smaller, then lost in the moonlit distance. Another worry follows, then another, There is room to release them all. The water can carry away what you do not need to hold tonight. The night grows deeper, and with it your peace grows deeper too. The stars seem softer now, as if seen through drowsy eyes. The line between sky and water becomes tender and blurred. The boat continues its slow and faithful drifting. Jesus remains beside you, saying little, doing nothing urgent, asking nothing hard. He is simply present, and his presence is enough to make the night holy. You begin to feel your thoughts lengthening out, slowing down, becoming less sharp. Even time seems to loosen. You are no longer counting minutes. You are simply resting inside them. You are not alone, Jesus says again. And this time the words seem to settle in places inside you that have felt lonely for a long time. Perhaps there have been days when you smiled while feeling unseen. Days when your heart felt crowded with things you could not say. Days when you longed for someone to truly know what was happening inside you. But he knows. He has always known. He knows the quiet griefs and the invisible labor and the hopes you scarcely admit even to yourself. And still, he is here. Still, he stays. Still, he says you are not alone. A hush falls even deeper over everything, though it was already quiet before. It is a richer quiet now, a quieter quiet, like the moment after a child finally stops crying and sinks into sleep. The water reflects not only light now, but peace itself. Even the boat seems more still. You can feel the wooden seat beneath you, solid and simple. You can feel the cool touch of night on your skin. You can feel your body settling more deeply into rest with every breath. And beside you, Jesus remains like an anchor of calm, though the boat itself drifts free. It is all right if you feel emotional. It is all right if your heart softens unexpectedly in this stillness. Sometimes peace touches places that tension has guarded for a long time. Sometimes when the soul finally feels safe, it releases what it has been holding. If tears come, let them be gentle. If no tears come, that is gentle too. There is no right way to rest here except honestly. Jesus receives your heart exactly as it is. Tired heart, hopeful heart, wounded heart, quiet heart, wounded heart. He does not need you polished. He only invites you close. Now the boat turns very slightly, guided only by the current, and the moonlight shifts over the water. The reflection moves in a slow ribbon of silver, widening and narrowing, always beautiful, always calm. You watch it without effort. It asks nothing from your mind except softness. Perhaps this is what surrender can feel like, not a loss, not a danger, but a release into something kinder than control, a floating, a trusting, a quiet agreement to let yourself be held by what is stronger and gentler than your fear. And Jesus beside you makes that surrender feel safe. Take a breath in through the nose if that feels comfortable, very lightly, and let it travel all the way down into your body. Then breathe out through parted lips, slowly, as though you are letting the whole day flow out over the water. Again, breathe in, cool air, quiet sky, gentle presence. Then breathe out, warm release, soft letting go. Every exhale loosens another thread of tension. Every inhale welcomes more peace. You are not trying to become peaceful. You are simply noticing the peace already around you, already beneath you, already beside you in the person of Jesus. The boat keeps drifting, and you begin to notice how pleasant it is not to be steering. So much of life asks you to decide, to manage, to remember, to react, but not here, not tonight. Here you are free from decisions, free from managing, free from proving, free from constant alertness. Here you are like a child under the watch of perfect love. The journey continues without your effort. The direction belongs to God. The pace belongs to peace. The moment belongs to grace. and you belong fully and safely in the care of the one sitting beside you. Jesus lowers his hand to the edge of the boat, fingers near the water, not stirring it, simply resting close. Even that small gesture feels peaceful. Nothing in him is rushed. Nothing in him is anxious. He is at home in stillness. He is not afraid of silence. He is not afraid of the dark. He is not uneasy with your tiredness. To be near him is to remember that calm is not emptiness. Calm is fullness without strain. Calm is love without performance. Calm is trust breathing quietly in the chest. Calm is being here, in this small boat with Jesus under the night sky. If a thought returns that you already released, do not be troubled. Just place it on the water again. Some worries drift away slowly. Some circle back before they disappear. That is all right. You do not have to force peace. Simply return to the boat. Return to the water. Return to the stars. Return to the gentle nearness of Jesus. Return to your breathing. Inhale softly. Exhale slowly. Again and again. Return. Rest is not something you must create perfectly. It is something you receive gently. One breath, one moment, one quiet release at a time. The farther you drift, the less the world seems to matter. Not because your life has no value, but because the noise of it loses its grip. The things that felt urgent begin to look small from here. The words that hurt, the tasks unfinished, the fears about the future. They are not denied. They are simply no longer allowed to fill the whole sky of your mind. The real sky above you is larger. The peace of Jesus is larger. The love that holds you is larger. And for this night, that larger peace is allowed to become the truest thing. Jesus speaks your name in the quiet. However you hear it in your heart, it is spoken with tenderness beyond measure. No harshness, no disappointment, just deep knowing and deep love. Your name on his lips feels like belonging. It feels like being gathered in. It feels like being gently found. And then he says, "You do not need to be afraid." The words move through you like warm light, not because all mystery is gone, but because he is here inside the mystery with you. Fear loosens when love remains. Fear quiets when Jesus stays close. Fears when peace is allowed to rest beside it. Let your eyelids grow heavier if they want to. Let your mind stop reaching so far. Let the edge of sleep come slowly, as softly as the edge of moonlight on the water. There is no need to force wakefulness. There is no need to track every sentence. You may listen and drift. You may listen and forget. You may listen and sleep. This boat is a place of permission. Permission to relax. Permission to trust. Permission to be cared for. Permission to stop thinking for a while. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. The water beneath the boat feels endless, but not in a frightening way. It feels like a great field of peace spreading out in every direction. The boat is small, yes, but it is not fragile in his care. Your life may feel small sometimes too, set inside a world far larger than you can understand. But small does not mean forgotten. Small does not mean unsafe. Small can be precious. Small can be held. Small can be watched over tenderly by God. This little boat, this quiet body, this weary heart, all of it is known. All of it is loved. A long silence passes, and it is a good silence. Nothing is missing from it. You do not feel the need to fill it. You do not feel alone inside it. Silence with Jesus is not empty. It is full of reassurance that does not need many words. The kind of reassurance that comes when someone trustworthy remains close enough for you to rest. The kind of peace that lets your thoughts unclench. The kind of companionship that makes even the dark feel gentle. stay here in this silence for a while. Let it wrap around you like a blanket of still water and starlight. Your breathing now may be slower than before. Your body may feel warmer, heavier, softer. Your thoughts may be farther apart. This is good. This is the quiet deepening. This is the gentle settling. The boat rocks once, so slightly, then becomes still again. That small movement feels like a lullaby. It says, you are held. The water says, you are carried. The stars say, the night is keeping watch. And Jesus says, without even speaking, I am here. Sometimes that is the most healing truth of all. I am here, I am here, I am here. If there is any place in your body that still feels tight, bring your attention there for a moment, but softly. No judgment. Just notice it. Perhaps your chest, perhaps your stomach, perhaps your pecs, your back, or your hands. Breathe into that place gently. Imagine the calm of the night reaching it. Imagine the peace of Jesus surrounding it. Imagine the tension loosening, not because you command it, but because it is finally safe enough to let go. Exhale slowly. Let that place be softer. Let it be warmer. Let it be carried with the rest of you on this quiet water. The boat drifts as if time has become kind. There is no rush in the current, no hidden urgency beneath the surface. Everything moves at the pace of rest. You may begin to feel that your thoughts no longer need to finish themselves. They can trail off, they can dissolve, and they can become like reflections on the water, present for a moment, then blending into the dark softness below. You do not need to think clearly to be safe. You do not need to stay mentally busy to be secure. Jesus is not waiting for your mind to perform. He is inviting your soul to sleep. He turns his face slightly toward you again, and in the gentle stillness he says, I will watch over you. Such simple words, yet they reach deeper than complicated comforts ever could. I will watch over you, not only for this moment, but through the night, through the drifting, through the quiet, through the sleep that is coming. You do not need to keep one eye open against the dark. You do not need to guard your own peace with clenched hands. He will watch over you. He is calm enough for both of you. He is steady enough for your whole heart. The stars reflect on the water so clearly now that it feels almost as if the boat is floating between two skies, one above, one below, one vast and shining over you, one trembling softly beneath you. You are surrounded by quiet beauty. Above you, light. Beneath you, light. Beside you, Jesus. Around you, peace. This is enough, more than enough. The world does not need to make sense right now. The future does not need to unfold right now. All that matters is this gentle holding, this drifting, this being with him in the middle of the night. As the boat moves so slowly, it almost does not move. The water parts and closes again without effort. There is a lesson in that softness. Life often asks you to push through, but this moment invites you to move without pushing at all, to let grace make room, to let peace go before you, to let the path be opened without your strain. Even now in your tiredness, God is making a way for rest, not through force, through gentleness, not through command, through love, not through struggle, through surrender. The little boat knows this. The quiet water knows this. Jesus knows this. Take another easy breath and notice how even the inside of your mind seems to be dimming into calm. Thoughts are quieter now. The corners of your mind are softer now. The inner rooms of your heart feel less crowded. There is more space, more silence, more peace. If you wish, imagine leaning a little closer to Jesus, not with movement, but inwardly, leaning your weary soul toward the safety of his presence. Let yourself rest there. Let yourself trust him there. Let yourself be quiet there. You do not need to say anything. He understands your silence better than anyone. Perhaps you have spent so much time trying to be brave. Perhaps you have been strong for other people. Perhaps you have held your feelings together all day long, pushing through when your heart was asking for gentleness. Tonight, you do not need to be the brave one. You do not need to hold yourself together. You do not need to keep standing. Tonight, you may be the one who is carried, the one who is comforted, the one who is allowed to close your eyes, while someone holier and stronger keeps watch. You can rest now, truly rest now. The moon has climbed a little higher. Its light is softer, more diffused, as if the night itself is becoming drowsy. The water looks smoother than before, if that is even possible. The boat seems almost suspended, almost resting on light instead of water. The stillness has become so complete that even your thoughts seem to whisper rather than speak. This is the deep quiet, the kind that comes when nothing is trying to pull you away from yourself, away from God, away from rest. The kind of quiet that makes sleep feel near, not as something to chase, but as something already arriving. Jesus remains silent for a while, and his silence is full of care. He knows there are moments when words, even gentle words, are no longer needed. The heart has heard enough to trust. The body has softened enough to yield. The mind has quieted enough to stop reaching, so he simply stays. The holy gift of his staying becomes the song of the night. And perhaps, listen what your soul has longed for most. Not more information, not more striving, but a faithful presence that does not leave when the dark grows deep. He is here, he stays. The boat rocks once more barely, and a soft ripple moves outward in widening circles. You watch it fade into the larger stillness. Perhaps that is how peace works too. It begins small, in one breath, in one whispered assurance, in one moment of surrender, and then it spreads quietly through the whole being. Outward from the heart, into the body, into the thoughts, into the hidden places, until all of you is touched by it, until even old tension begins to release, until even long-held fear begins to rest, until all of you is floating in peace with Jesus. If you think of someone you love and concern rises for them, you may place them in the care of Jesus now. You do not need to keep watch over everyone. You do not need to carry every soul on your own shoulders. Gently imagine placing that person into his hands. The same hands that calm you. The same hands that hold the night. The same hands that know how to love better than you ever could. Let them be safe there for now. Let yourself be free, just for this night, from the burden of trying to protect what only God can truly keep. Inhale slowly. Exhale slowly. Let the rhythm continue. Let the boat teach your body how to move with peace. Let the water teach your mind how to release. Let the stars teach your heart how to trust what is larger than fear. Let Jesus teach your soul how to rest in love. Nothing about this moment is complicated. It is simple as a lullaby. Water, sky, wood, breath, presence, love. This is enough for the night. This is enough for healing. This is enough for sleep. You do not need more than this. You are already held. There may still be faint thoughts at the edges of your mind, but they are far away now, like distant lights on a shore you cannot clearly see. They do not call to you. They do not need a response. Let them stay distant. Let them blur into the background. Your place is here in the boat, not on that far shore of effort and concern. Your place is here with Jesus, where the water is calm and the night is kind. Stay where peace can reach you. Stay where stillness can soften you. Stay where love does not ask anything from you except to receive it. The air seems warmer now, or perhaps your body has simply relaxed enough to feel comfort. The boat is no longer something you are sitting in. It feels almost like an extension of rest itself. shaped from wood and moonlight. Every edge of it feels familiar now. Every gentle movement feels trustworthy. The water beneath you is like a great quiet hand, always supporting, never failing. And Jesus beside you is closer now, not in distance, but in awareness. You feel him more clearly, not because he moved nearer, but because your heart has become quiet enough to notice. He says softly, "Let your heart be still." Not as a rebuke, not as pressure, more like an invitation into something already available. Let your heart be still. Let it stop racing ahead. Let it stop rehearsing fear. Let it stop trying to solve every shadow before morning. Let it rest in my peace. And because his voice carries calm within it, your heart begins to listen. Not all at once, but enough. Enough for the next breath. Enough for the next breath. Enough for the next soft rocking of the boat. Enough for the next quiet minute. Enough to keep drifting deeper into rest. The night around you becomes richer and softer at the same time. The darkness is now velvet, not empty but full of gentle depth. The stars are fewer to your sleepy eyes, or perhaps they are simply blending into one wide, soft glow. The water beneath the boat no longer looks like separate ripples and reflections. It looks like one continuous calm, and your thoughts too are becoming less separate, less sharp, less demanding. They are melting into a wider peace. This is the halfway drifting when wakefulness loosens and sleep begins to draw near with quiet feet. Jesus does not speak for a while now. He lets the rhythm of the boat become the language. He lets the hush of the water become the comfort. He lets the steady safety of his nearness do the work. And it is enough. Sometimes the most loving thing is not more words, but more presence, more staying, more quiet faithfulness, more peace that does not leave, so he stays beside you, watching over you, breathing the same calm night air, letting you feel, without needing to explain it, that you are completely safe in his care. You may imagine laying down in the boat now, if you want to, resting your head on something soft, looking up into the night sky with drowsy peace. The wood beneath you is steady. The boat holds your full weight easily. Your spine can release. Your neck can soften. Your arms can rest at your sides. Your legs can become heavy and still. There is such relief in no longer needing to sit upright against the day. Such relief in lying back and letting the sky be above you, open and gentle and far beyond all your unfinished thoughts. As you lie back in the boat, the stars seem to move slowly overhead, though perhaps it is only the drifting of the boat itself. It does not matter. Everything is slow enough to soothe you. The moonlight falls over your face like a cool blessing. The air brushes gently past, not enough to disturb, only enough to remind you that the night is alive and peaceful all around you. Jesus is there beside you, not distant, not silent in a lonely way, but present in the quiet way of someone who loves you enough to let you sleep. If your heart still clings to one last concern, you may offer it now. Only one, just this moment. Name it inwardly if you can, or simply feel its shape. Then let it be placed into the open hands of Jesus. He receives it without strain. What is heavy to you is not heavy to him. What confuses you does not confuse him. What frightens you does not frighten him. Let him keep it. Let him carry it through the night. You do not need to pick it back up. Not now. Not while the water is calm and his presence is near. The boat continues to drift more slowly now, so slowly that it seems almost to be resting in one place. The movement is barely there, like the breath of a sleeping child. This softer motion brings a deeper peace. There is less to follow, less to notice, less to think about. The world is fading further away. Even the memory of effort is fading. You are entering a quieter place now, where the body begins to trust sleep and the mind begins to let go of the day. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. In the stillness, you may sense his love not as something bright or overwhelming, but as something low and steady, like a lamp kept burning through the night. A love that does not flare and vanish, a love that remains, a love that makes no show of itself and yet changes everything. It is in the boat with you. It is in the air around you. It is in the calm of the water. It is in the gentle permission to stop trying. This steady love is enough to hold your whole life, and it is holding you now. You are not required to understand the whole journey. You are not required to know why some waters have been harder than others. You are not required to solve the mystery of every ache, every delay, every longing. Tonight you are invited out of explanation and into trust, out of analysis and into rest, out of analysis and into rest, out of control and into surrender. The boat becomes a quiet symbol of that surrender, floating without force, moving without strain, held by what it cannot control, safe because it is carried. Your soul can do the same. You can drift in trust. If you listen carefully, the silence itself seems to say, let go. Not sharply, not insistently, just softly, over and over. Let go of the day. Let go of the words spoken to you. Let go of the words spoken to you. Let go of the words you wish you had said. Let go of the plans unfinished. Let go of the outcomes unknown. Let go of the need to brace. Let go of the old fear that says you must stay tense to stay safe. Here in this boat with Jesus beside you, peace is not something you earn. It is something you are allowed to receive. Your breathing is slower now and perhaps deeper, or perhaps just quieter. Let it be whatever it naturally is. Trust your body. Trust the wisdom God placed within it. Trust the way sleep comes when peace is given room. You do not need to help sleep arrive. You only need to stop standing in its way. Let the muscles soften again. Let your tongue relax. Let the space around your eyes grow loose and warm. Let your hands become still. Let your whole body understand what your spirit is beginning to know. It is safe to rest. Jesus looks up at the night sky with you, and in the shared silence there is something profoundly comforting. He is not above your tiredness, unwilling to sit in it with you. He is right here in the middle of your need, close enough to share the quiet, close enough to bless the sleep that is coming. The same one who calms hearts and those storms sits now with you in gentle stillness. There is no fear in him, and little by little, as you rest beside him, there is less fear in you. His peace is becoming your peace. The water shines faintly around the boat, and every now and then a small silver shimmer appears and fades, like light breathing on the surface. It is beautiful without asking to be noticed. It simply is. Perhaps that is how peace works too. It does not force itself into the center of attention. It appears quietly where it is welcomed. It shimmers in the soul when striving has grown tired enough to stop. It rests gently where trust begins. Tonight your soul is welcoming peace. Tonight your heart is growing quiet enough to receive it. A soft drowsiness comes over you now, like a blanket drawn slowly upward. Your thoughts may be less complete. Your awareness may come and go like the light on the water. That is all right. You do not need to hold on to every line. You do not need to remember every image. Just drift. Just listen if you can. And if you cannot, sleep. If your mind wanders into dreamlike places, let it go there. Jesus will remain. His care does not depend on your attention. His watching does not depend on your wakefulness. He is faithful in the quiet. You are loved, he says. And this simple truth reaches deep. Not loved because you did enough today. Not loved because you were calm enough or good enough or strong enough. Not loved because you earned rest. Just loved. Fully. Freely. gently, truly, loved in your weariness, loved in your incompleteness, loved in your silence, loved as you drift, loved as you sleep. The water beneath the boat is not more constant than his love. The stars above are not more faithful than his care. You are loved, and you can let that truth hold you now. The night has grown so quiet that even your breathing sounds soft and far away. The boat hardly moves, the water hardly ripples. The world feels suspended in peace. This is the deeper resting place, where the edges of thought dissolve and the heart floats freely. Jesus stays beside you, one hand resting near, his presence like a shield made of gentleness. No danger comes near, no harshness enters. The quiet is complete, the calm is complete, the care around you is complete. You are safe tonight. You are not alone. Jesus is right here with you. If any shadow of fear tries to rise, let it meet the stillness of his presence. Fear cannot shout here. Fear cannot take over the night. There is too much peace around you, too much gentleness, too much quiet certainty in the one beside you. Imagine fear becoming small, like a dark speck on the surface of the water, then drifting away into the distance, unable to remain near the boat. Imagine peace taking its place, broad and deep and silver under the moon. The peace of Jesus is larger than your fear, larger than your thoughts, larger than the night. Now the boat seems almost completely still, as if it has come to rest in the middle of the quiet water. There is no need to move farther, no need to go anywhere else. This moment is enough. This resting place is enough. You may simply lie here beneath the night sky and feel the goodness of being held. Feel the wood beneath you. Feel the softness of the air. Feel the stillness of the water. Feel the faithful nearness of Jesus. Nothing is asking anything from you. Nothing is missing. Nothing needs to be fixed before you can sleep. He says very softly, "I will stay." And those words settle over you like the final comfort of the night. I will stay. Through the silence, through the dark, through the drifting, through the sleep, through the hours you do not see, through the hidden places of your heart, through every small vulnerability of rest, I will stay. You do not need to hold on tightly when he is staying. You do not need to monitor the night when he is staying. You do not need to keep yourself awake with worry when he is staying close. Your body may feel wonderfully heavy now, the good heaviness of deep relaxation, a heaviness that is not burden but release. Your arms are heavy, your legs are heavy, your eyelids are heavy, your thoughts are light enough to drift away, and your body is heavy enough to rest. This is how peace can feel. Grounded and floating at the same time, settled and free at the same time, settled and free at the same time, held and weightless inside love. The boat knows how to carry your body. Jesus knows how to carry your heart. Let both be carried. Let both be still. The stars above are fewer now in your sleepy seeing, blending into soft points of light that feel more like a hush than a pattern. The moon is tender and pale. The water beneath reflects only what is necessary. The world has become simple in the most beautiful way. Boat, water, sky, Jesus, breath, rest, safe, loved, here. There is no need for more. Simplicity is a gift to the tired heart. Simplicity lets the soul unclench. Simplicity makes room for sleep. And tonight, simplicity surrounds you like a holy kindness. If you would like, imagine Jesus placing a gentle covering of peace over you, light as air and warm as mercy. It settles over your chest, your shoulders, your hands, your legs, your whole tired body. It is not heavy, it is comforting. Under this covering of peace, nothing can press in, nothing can demand, Nothing can demand, nothing can disturb the rest God is giving. You are sheltered, you are watched over, you are being quieted with love. Let that peace cover not only your body, but your thoughts, your memories, your hopes, your unanswered questions. Let all of you rest beneath it. Somewhere far away, beyond this calm water, beyond this soft night, life continues. But it does not reach you here. The noise does not cross this water. The hurry does not enter this boat. The confusion does not come this far. Here where Jesus is, there is a border of peace around your soul. Nothing harsh is invited in. Nothing urgent is allowed to take over. Only rest may remain. Only stillness may deepen. Only love may stay. You are hidden for a while in a gentle place, and it is enough to heal the worn edges of your heart. Jesus speaks again, very softly, as if not to disturb the sleep that is gathering. Be at peace. And the words feel less like something said to you and more like something breathed over you. Be at peace. Let every part of you hear it. Let your mind hear it. Let your body hear it. Let your hidden fears hear it. Let your lonely places hear it. Let your future hear it. Be at peace. There is no storm here. There is no threat here. There is only the calm water, the quiet night, and the Savior who remains beside you. The boat rests, the water rests, the sky rests, and now you rest too, not because every burden is gone forever, but because for this night they are not yours to hold. Not because every answer has come, but because peace has come. Not because the whole journey is complete, but because this part of the journey is meant for sleeping. And Jesus honors that need. He does not ask you to keep going when your soul needs stillness. He does not shame your tiredness. He makes room for it. He blesses it with his presence. Your mind may now be drifting in and out, catching one phrase, then losing the next. That is good. Let it happen. You do not need to stay fully aware. The boat is steady. The night is gentle. Jesus is near. Sleep can come. Sleep can come softly, naturally, peacefully. Let your thoughts become like the faint reflections on the water, appearing and dissolving. Let your awareness float. Let your breathing lead you downward into deeper rest. You are safe enough to sleep, loved enough to sleep, held enough to sleep, guarded enough to sleep. If for a moment you wake inwardly and feel your mind try to rise again, simply return to the simplest truths. The boat is calm, the water is still. Jesus is here, you are safe. The boat is calm, the water is still. Jesus is here, you are safe. The boat is calm, the water is still. Jesus is here, you are safe. Repeat it inwardly if you want to, gently, slowly, without effort. Each truth is like a soft hand guiding you back down into rest. Each truth is like moonlight on the water, quiet and clear. Each truth is enough to carry you back into peace again. The night deepens further, not darker in a fearful way, but deeper in a restful way, like a lullaby reaching its softest note. Everything around you seems to be whispering sleep now. The boat whispers sleep. The water whispers sleep. The stars whisper sleep. The stillness whispers sleep. And beside you, Jesus whispers love. It is all one invitation now. A single gentle call downward into peace, into quiet, into the holy release of being cared for through the night. You do not need to resist it. You may follow it gently. You may sleep. Perhaps somewhere inside, your soul has been longing for this exact kind of nearness. Not loud, not dramatic, just faithful, quiet, gentle, present. The kind of nearness that calms without demanding explanation. The kind of love that does not intrude, only stays. The kind of peace that arrives not by force but by being trusted little by little. Tonight that longing is met, not perfectly explained but deeply met. Jesus is here in the boat. The water is calm, the night is kind, and you are no longer trying to carry yourself alone. The silence stretches, but it does not feel long. It feels weightless. It feels kind. It feels like a place to lie down. You are almost there now, if not already drifting at the edge of sleep. Let yourself go farther. Let the body sink more deeply. Let the mind loosen more fully. Let the heart trust more simply. There is no danger in the surrender. There is only peace. There is only the soft rocking, now almost gone. There is only the faithful nearness of Jesus. There is only the gift of this quiet night holding you. In the stillness you may sense watching over the water, over the sky, over you. He does not tire. He does not wander. He remains. His calm fills the boat so fully that it seems there is no room left for fear. His love fills the night so quietly that it seems even the stars are resting in it. And you, so human, so tired, so deeply in need of tenderness, are allowed to simply receive. Receive the quiet. Receive the safety. Receive the safety. Receive the watchful love of Jesus through the hours of sleep. The boat does not move now, or if it moves, it is so slight it feels like breathing, in and out, rise and settle, in and out, rest and stillness. Your own breath may be following that rhythm naturally now, slow, soft, easy, unforced. Let it continue, let it carry you, let it become the gentle tide that draws you farther into sleep. Each breath says yes, yes to safety, yes to quiet, yes to surrender, yes to being loved without effort, yes to closing your eyes and trusting the one who stays awake in peace beside you. Jesus says one more thing, and it is so tender it feels like a blessing laid directly over your heart. Sleep in my peace. Nothing more is needed after that. Sleep in my peace. Not only near peace, not only hoping for peace, in my peace. Inside it, surrounded by it, covered by it, kept by it, kept by it. Let those words become your pillow. Let them become your blanket. Let them become the gentle room of rest around your whole being. Sleep in my peace. Sleep in my peace. Sleep in my peace. And now the words may become fewer, slower, softer. Because sleep is near and your heart no longer needs much. The boat is still. The water is still. The sky is still. Jesus is here. Jesus is here. You are safe tonight. You are not alone. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. Let go a little more. Breathe in gently. Breathe out slowly. Let go a little more. There is nothing to hold, nothing to prove, nothing to fear. Only peace, only presence, only rest. The world is far away now, very far away. So far that it feels like another place entirely. You do not need to return to it yet. You do not need to think of it yet. Let it remain distant. Let this little boat be your whole world for now. This small wooden boat, this calm water, this night sky, this moonlight, this holy quiet, this Jesus beside you, watching with tender eyes, guarding your rest, blessing your sleep. Stay here, sleep here, be loved here, be still here. It is enough, it is enough, it is enough, it is enough. Your body is resting, your thoughts are resting, your heart is resting. Even the places that used to stay awake with worry are beginning to sleep. Let them sleep. Let every part of you sleep. Let the nervous places soften. Let the guarded places unclench. Let the lonely places feel accompanied. Let the weary places finally stop. Jesus is right here with you. He is not leaving the boat. He is not stepping away into the dark. He remains. He remains. He remains. He remains. He remains. And because he remains, you may surrender fully to sleep. The stars are dimming in your sleepy mind. The moonlight is softer. The water is gentler than ever. The boat is a cradle now. The night is a blanket now. The night is a blanket now. The presence of Jesus is a shelter now. Everything has become rest. Everything has become peace. Everything has become calm enough for sleep. You do not need to listen closely anymore. You do not need to follow every word anymore. You may simply drift, simply breathe, simply sleep. The story is no longer something outside you. It is the quiet around you. It is the peace within you. You are held by the boat. The boat is held by the water. The water is held by God. And you are held most tenderly of all in the love of Jesus. Held without condition. Held without hurry. Held without interruption. Held through the silence. Held through the night. Held through sleep. Let yourself be held. Let yourself stop resisting. Let yourself trust. Let yourself sink into the goodness of not having to carry yourself for a while. You are safe tonight. You are not alone. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. If one last thought rises, smile softly inwardly and let it pass. It does not need you tonight. If one last worry knocks at the edge of your mind, let Jesus answer it with his peace. If one last tension remains in the body, breathe into it and let the exhale release it. Again and again, softly, slowly, kindly. No force, no hurry, just the gradual deepening of peace. Just the gentle drifting of the boat. Just the quiet faithfulness of Jesus staying beside you while sleep folds around your heart like a soft covering. Now the words may come like the rocking of the water, repeating gently, slowly, softly. You are safe tonight. You are not alone. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. You are safe tonight. You are not alone. Jesus is right here with you. You can rest now. Let the repetition become soothing. Let it become familiar. Let it become almost like the water itself, touching the sides of the boat in slow, peaceful rhythm. You do not need to do anything but receive it. Receive it. Receive it. Your breathing is so gentle now. Your body is so quiet now. The boat is so still now. And it's so lovely to have your company. Jesus is so near now. Sleep is so close now. Let your mind drift further. Let your body release fully. Let your soul settle in the shelter of his love. Nothing can take this quiet from you in this moment. Nothing can disturb the watchfulness of Jesus. Nothing can undo the peace he is giving. You may trust the stillness. You may trust the dark. You may trust the one beside you. You may sleep. And if you are already close to dreaming, let these final words reach you like distant moonlight over calm water, like a whisper from the shore of heaven to your tired heart. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. The boat rests gently on still water. The sky watches quietly above. Jesus remains beside you, calm and faithful, his peace wrapped around you like the night itself. Nothing is required of you now. Nothing but sleep. Nothing but rest. Nothing but trusting the goodness of this quiet moment. He will stay. He will watch. He will hold the night for you. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. Sleep now, time. Your heart. Rest now, tired mind. Be still now, anxious thoughts. Loosen now anxious thoughts. Loosen now, weary body. Release now, heavy burdens. Drift now, gentle soul. Jesus is here. The water is calm. The boat is steady. The stars are quiet. The night is kind. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. No more striving. No more holding on. No more trying to stay ahead of tomorrow. Just this. Just now. Just peace. Just the slow quiet of the boat in the faithful love of Jesus. Stay here. Drift here. Rest here. Lift here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. If the night grows even deeper, His care grows no dimmer. If your breathing grows softer, His watching grows no weaker. If your thoughts fade into dreams, His presence does not fade with them. He remains. He remains. He remains. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. Let these words be the last gentle ripples before perfect stillness. Let them move across your heart and then settle into silence. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here, and in this small wooden boat, under this quiet night sky, on this calm water that asks nothing from you, with Jesus beside you and peace all around you, you may finally let go completely. You may finally rest completely. You may finally sleep completely. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here. You are safe. You are loved. You can sleep now. I am here.